And it's time now for the Camdenton Lakers Teacher of the Week, sponsored, as always, by the Smith Law Firm. You know, they handle car accidents, domestic issues, wills and trusts, traffic tickets, and much more. Own a business? Need some legal help? Contact the Smith Law Firm for a consultation. Offices in Camdenton and Lebanon. Gary Smith practices on a regular basis in Camden, Miller, Morgan, Pulaski, and Laclede counties. You can learn more at myozarkslawyer.com. And with that, we turn our focus to the Camdenton Lakers Teacher of the Week. It is none other than Mr. Brent Stuart, who teaches math at the Lake Career Technical Center. Mr. Stuart, thank you very much for joining us.
Hey, Chris, how are you? Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
I'm doing swell. We appreciate you taking the time. Now, I understand in addition to teaching math, we're going to get into that, but you are the voice for the Camdenton football Lakers at the stadium. Talk about that.
Yes, I'm the guy up in the press box that says, "Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble." You know, kind of one of those kind of things.
Right.
Kind of trying to get the crowd riled up and, just get the fans ready for a football game.
Now, tonight you got a road game at Rolla, I understand. What are your thoughts?
Well, it's an important game. You know, we won last week. Tough game. The team came out looking great. They just kept the throttle down the entire game and, did a great job. If we win the game this week at Rolla, then we'll be home next week against Rolla again, it sounds like. So that's really important that we win tonight so we can bring the game back home for the playoff, our first game of the playoffs.
So your job as the public address announcer at the stadium are not over yet.
Hopefully not. Hopefully we have a few more games we can get up there and announce and get to see our guys play at home. We always love to see the Lakers home in Lakertown, the J-O-D, the Jaws of Death. That's what they call it.
Right.
Kind of the intimidation factor, Bob Shore Stadium, we love that. But, definitely want to see our boys come home and play the kind of football we know that they're capable of and go a long ways here in this playoff run.
Well, I'll tell you just a quick story. I graduated from high school on the outskirts of Dallas, Texas at Mesquite High School, and our mascot was the Skeeters. So our intimidation thing was welcome to Malaria Valley when we played at home.
And nobody wanted that, I'm sure, right?
No, those Texas mosquitoes are pretty big, too.
Stay away. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They come diving down with knives and forks, ready to carry
Right.
it off. I grew up in Texas, actually. I was born in Texas, so I know what you mean about those mosquitoes.
Yeah,
Them
you
skeeters.
do. Yep. Now, talk about teaching math. Okay, it's obviously a different kind of a school year, and hopefully we're going to find our way back to true normality, but we're just not there yet. But, it sounds like things are obviously moving ahead with different kinds of plans. So I guess the first question is talk about teaching math in what in some cases is a virtual world.
Well, of course, math is everybody's favorite subject, so, you've always got that going for you. They always look forward to it when they walk in the door, right? But, it's been challenging this year for teachers just across the district. We're wrestling with, not only the classroom situation, but now we've got distance learners and, that whole online scenario. And so, it's added more work to the teachers' plates. And I'd say probably teachers are a little more stressed out these days, but, we're making it through. Teachers are resilient. We're doing a great job of just, tackling the challenges as they come at us. And as our principal, Ms. Jenkins, says, learning to pivot and just kind of going with it, rolling with the punches. And, I really think that teachers across the district are doing a fantastic job of communicating with parents and sending work home for their distance learners. And, this too shall pass, and we're going to get through it, and, we're going to be better and stronger for it. So, but I've got a great situation here at the LCTC. I'm the tech math instructor, so basically I get to go into all of the different career tech center classes and teach math as it happens in industry, which is kind of neat because, the kids are excited about what they're doing. They're passionate about whether it's, the auto tech class or the computer design class. We've got a graphic design class and a welding class and marine power sports. And so this is stuff that the kids are really excited about. So I get to go in and teach math as it applies to their industry and something that's more, relevant for their field. So I like my situation. It's really a neat situation here at the LCTC.
Now, from where you sit, talk about the mindset of the students this year. Do you recognize any difference between this year and last year, or are things about the same?
I know there's a lot of uncertainty, with the whole COVID thing, and, you never know if you're going to come into contact with someone and if you're going to get sent home and, have to be quarantined for a little while and then, do your stuff online. And so, I think there's a little apprehensiveness about, that. But as far as their approach, I think students still are, they're excited to come to school, and if they're at home, they're doing their stuff, and so I don't know that I noticed a big difference, other than just like I said, the uncertainty of what the year has, and that kind of thing.
Brent, Stuart is a math instructor over at Lake Career Technical Center in the Camdenton R3 School District. Now, Brent, you knew that I wasn't going to let this interview slide without addressing your alter ego. I can't say I've ever had a teacher that had an alter ego, and in this case, yours is Dr. Stu, the math guru. Over to
you. Dr. Stu.
All right.
Well, that came about a few years back when I first started teaching. We did an episode on CSTN, which is the student network, the Camdenton Student Television Network, and I had a couple of guys that did a fantastic job with the editing and the filming of this thing, and I was trying to be kind of like Bill Nye the Science Guy, but Dr. Stu the math guru. That's kind of the idea. It's this zany math professor that just loved formulas. I love formulas, and that kind of thing, and kind of looked a little like Einstein and wore the lab coat. And we did about 8 episodes and aired them on CSTN, and it was a big hit, and the kids loved it. And ever since then, people have been calling me Dr. Stu since that, and so that was where that originated, and it was a lot of fun. And I'd love to get back to doing a few of those kind of videos. It was just really a blast.
Well, there is radio too. We could use that sometimes.
Hey, I'm down anytime. Give me a call, for sure.
Very good. Brent Stuart, math teacher in the Camdenton R3 School District. He is the Camdenton Lakers Teacher of the Week, sponsored once again by the Smith Law Firm. And this is the Ozarks Today on KRMS.